What's your opinion about it? Hi, welcome back. This is a new episode of Living in Your 20s. I hope you're good. I'm kind of in a rush, so get ready with me while we're talking about stress management. Managing stress is not just fundamental for your 20s when you're younger, obviously also when you're older, but I feel like when you learn to cope with stress in a healthy way, it's better. I don't know why I'm always getting this red after I applied my lotion. Let's hope it's not an allergic reaction. That will be good. When we view stress in general, we first have a situation of a delusion, for example, insecurities, fear of not being accepted by others. These thoughts cause stress. We can react in two ways. There are two ways. There's the unhealthier way and the healthier way. The healthier way could be, for example, when I tend to do emotional eating when I'm being stressed. Eating lots of unhealthy things because I feel stressed, and this is like I cope with stress with emotional eating. But I'm not feeling better and I'm not really solving the stress. I'm not really solving the source of my stress. That will be an example of unhealthy strategies to cope with stress. Healthier would be if I, first of all, take a deep breath because stress is stressing. I take a deep breath and then we think about strategies, realistic strategies. And the thing is, which I find really important and which I learned personally, is prioritizing in general. Also, prioritizing your to-do lists really can make a difference. So if you prioritize your problems or the things you need to solve, your sources of stress who need to be solved, it can really make a difference. When you want to cope with stress healthier, there are two things you need to do. First of all, take a deep breath and also accept the situation you're in. There's no need for you to ruminate because you can't change the situation. Try to find strategies to solve the problem or to solve the stress. And then third, make a priority list of your sources of stress or your sources of problems. So that will be like a kind of quick general overview of situation, stress, and reaction. The funny thing in all of this is if your reaction isn't healthy, for example, emotional eating causes you stress again. So you're like in this vicious cycle and you can't escape. So after this general overview, we're going to talk about 3 tips to cope with stress in a better way than just feeling lost, which is totally normal, by the way, but we can do better also just for us. The first tip would be physical activity. It really helped me the last few years to cope with stress from university, family, relationships, friendships, and also just cope with life, I guess. There will always be stress situations. You can't escape stress situations. You can just learn how to cope with them in a better way. I feel like running is the best because you're really getting in there. The thing I like about running is also that you are exercising your breathing, which would be the second tip, mindful breathing. I know most of you will be like, okay, so we're breathing in a mindful way and that will help. It really does. It really, really does. It's evidence-based situation of active stress. Like I said before, the better strategy for you to cope with stress would be like, first of all, accept and breathe in and out. Some time ago, I heard at the Huberman podcast, there was an episode about breathing, I guess, or stress management. I heard about an exercise where you need to breathe in rapidly 3 times in a row and then breathe out slowly. This kind of resets your brain. There are like various exercises you could do for like breathing to help in stress situations. The third thing that would be interesting is to prioritize self-care and rest. Oh, we all know sleep is really, really important for us, just in general. Actually, in stress situations, self-care and rest really can do the difference. I know it's kind of hard if you're not like used to go to sleep earlier. I'm one of them. Like I'm that person. I really find it hard for me to go to bed earlier. And even if I'm in bed physically in bed earlier, I don't fall asleep earlier. So like if you listen more to your body, meaning healthier eating, regular movement, better sleep, longer sleep, you really can change also your body's response to stress. Be your safe space for yourself. We're going to be confronted with stress our whole life. We can do against it or about it is to manage it better, to cope with it better. That's already it. Short and sweet today. I feel like shorter videos are also cool to have a quick watch and to have a quick input. I hope it helped. Like I always say, I hope it helped. If you have opinions, tips, I don't know, whatever, comment. And yeah, tune in for the next time.